Hey, and welcome to Toria Talk Tuesday. I'm super excited. So, when I was coming up with my Toria Talk topic, I had the idea to kind of do like a series or like a couple part uh, videos that all like connected with the same topic. Because I came up with a topic and I thought this is too much content to cover in one. Though I will admit I was kind of struggling this time to like come up with a topic for my Toria Talks. Yes, shocker, they don't always come super easy to me. Takes a little bit of thought. And I had shared with my family, like, oh yeah, like I'm trying to come up with my Toy Talk. I'm struggling a little bit. My brother, my oldest brother, Devin, actually said, I've got it. I've got the perfect topic. And I was like, great. I'm all for it. What do you got? And he's like, how about how awesome your brother is? And I was like, don't think that's gonna work, but thanks for the suggestion. No, there's tons of laugh in our household. And so, I kind of want to know you guys' opinion. Should I do a video on how awesome my brother and or brothers are? I will admit they are pretty awesome. I'm a little biased. So go ahead and throw up a comment if you guys want a video done on my brothers. Go ahead and put out a shout out for it, and we'll make it happen. We'll see. No, if you meet my brother in real life, he doesn't actually he's not that doesn't think that highly of himself. Don't worry, that was very jokingly. But actually, he is part of this series, or couple parts videos that I'm going to be doing, all based off of a broken heart and a broken leg. If you've watched my past videos, then you know that I am dealing with a broken heart from a broken engagement, and he is dealing with a broken leg and a cracked sternum from a car accident. And it's interesting as we're both walking these two things out in the same household, actually, I'm noticing some similarities. And it's kind of cool to watch the similarities and the differences. And I decided that I want to do a couple videos on how it's similar and maybe how it's different. So this one is focusing on worthlessness. How does that even play into fact with a broken heart and a broken leg? Where does it come from for each? Well, let me start with the broken leg. Though I don't have the broken leg, I've watched as my brother walks it out, this feeling of worthlessness, having to battle this, like, oh my gosh, I can't do anything with a broken leg. You're slower, you can't really get around. He does have a titanium rod in it, so he can walk around. It's just slower and it's hard and it hurts, so he can't walk around for a long period of time. And he can't do all the things he could do before. He can't help as much. He can't carry things. He can't go back to work. So he has a lot of time at home. And with his cracked sternum, he was told to rest, not do a lot. And for my brother, that is driving him crazy. And it brings about this feeling of like worthlessness. Like I'm not doing anything. I don't feel like I'm contributing. I don't feel like I'm doing anything. And so there's this feeling of worthlessness builds up inside. And then for a broken heart, you also, at least in my case, I've dealt with this feeling of worthlessness, especially at the beginning when it happened. When someone walks away from you for whatever reason that the relationship is called off, whether it's a good reason, a bad reason, whatever happens, when someone walks away from you, especially in that deep of a relationship, you start to question your worth. You start to think like I wasn't good enough. Maybe I wasn't pretty enough. Maybe I wasn't smart enough. I wasn't whatever it was. I wasn't enough is what I started to think. And if you've ever had that, maybe you started to think like I wasn't worthy. I was not worth enough to fight for. I was not worth enough to stay for. Whether that's true or not, that's how you start to feel. And then the more that feeds, the more that builds up, you just start to feel overall worthless. When you start to let these thoughts build and you start to follow these thoughts where they go, they can send you down a rabbit hole into madness where you cannot see your worth whatsoever. And you start to go, I don't even know why God's got me alive. I don't even know what I am doing here. And I've seen that. I've had to watch my brother fight it off with his broken leg. And I've had to myself fight this feeling of worthlessness off with my broken heart. And it's this thing that actually a lot of people struggle with through different things. Maybe you get laid off from a job and then you feel worthless. Maybe you don't make the team you want at school and then that makes you feel worthless. Maybe a friend stops hanging out with you and that's what makes you feel worthless. So many different things in our life bring up this feeling of I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy enough of love. I'm not worthy enough. We feel like we have to produce our own worth. And that's what having the broken leg, it makes you feel worthless because you can't do much. And so you feel like I'm not contributing, I'm not bringing any worth. But the thing is, that's so cool. We all have worth just in who we are and who God made us to be. We have worth because of God, because of how he made us, because of the worth he puts in us, because of the plans he established beforehand, because he saw enough worth in us. He sent his son to die so that we could be forgiven, to walk in relationship with him, and then we can walk out his plans for our life. And in that, he gives us worth. My worth does not come from anything I've accomplished. I'm not worthless because I have a broken engagement. And because I survived a broken engagement, that's not what brings me my worth either. What brings me my worth is I am a child of God. That is what brings my brother his worth. He's a child of God. Not the fact that he was in school to be a pilot, not the fact that he can work or not work. That's not what gives him his worth. And that's not what gives you your worth. And you are not worthless. God has such amazing plans for you, and we can't always see it. And a lot of times we're sitting here going, hello, what's going on up there? Like, what are you doing? This makes no sense. But his plans are so much greater than our plans. When we feel worthless, half the time that's when God looks at us and says, but no, I can do so much in your weakness. And your weakness, my strength is made perfect. That's what he says in the Bible. And so I really want to encourage you guys, as I've had to battle this out, that if you are battling this out, I'm here to tell you, you are not worthless. And you don't need me to tell you that. I just want you to know that you have so much more worth than you can see. So I hope if you walk away with one thing from this video, is that you are not worthless and that you are enough. And I struggled with that in high school, and I'm struggling with that again. And unfortunately, I don't think that ever goes away as we get older. I think it's a constant battle. And so right now, whatever battle you're facing, I want to encourage you that you are enough and walk it out. It's hard, but it's all worth it in the end. And so yeah, that's what I got today for you guys in this series, the first part of a broken leg and a broken heart. And just next week will be a continuation of the series, the next part of either something in common or something not in common, the differences of a broken leg and a broken heart. Now, it is the week of July 4th, which means it is Independence Day is coming up. So I hope for the 4th of July that you guys have some awesome plans, some fun things planned. I'm so excited for our 4th of July plans. We kind of just get a ton of people together. We go eat, and then we get to watch, we just kind of like tailgate and hang out and have fun and play volleyball and all this stuff, and then get to watch fireworks. So I hope you guys have some awesome 4th of July plans. And I will catch you all next week on Toria Talk Tuesday with the continuation of a broken leg and a broken heart. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next week.